Welcome into the Cowboys Report. Good morning. The Dallas Cowboys have done something in NFL free agency. Donovan Wilson has re-signed with the Dallas Cowboys on a 3-year, $24 million deal, 13.5 of which is guaranteed at signing. We'll break it all down here, but I want you guys to answer the pinned poll today on YouTube and on Facebook. That is to grade the re-signing of Donovan Wilson. A, B, C, D, or F. Get those comments in. We were live later yesterday. They did something in the morning. So it was within 24 hours of free agency. Barely. They made a move. Froze there, didn't it? Yeah, that wasn't great. A little freezing there. You're okay, live stream. You're okay. Be good. Me just looking like that all of a sudden. Maybe I'll just pretend to freeze one time. It'll be really funny. Grade the re-signing. A, B, C, D, or F. A big-time move here by the Cowboys to maintain their, if not best, and I think it's not best, I think it's Jaron Kearse, their second-best safety, part of that dynamic three-headed attack that Malik Hooker and Jaron Kearse are also very pleased about right now. A, B, C, D, or F. I see 70% going A, 26% go B, 3% saying C, 1% going D or F. So the overwhelming majority pleased by this particular signing here by the Dallas Cowboys. And we got a super chat from JT, $10. Glad they re-signed Dono. Irritated this was a day 2 of free agency signing when they could have signed him well before free agency started. Should have been focused on outside free agents at this point. Still love the move. I think that's fair. The Cowboys have shown in the past that they have a reluctance, I think that's a word. If it's not, I made one up today, to be proactive in the market. And I think when they saw Marcus Epps go for $6 million a year, they're like, okay, we're going to have to pay up here. The way this deal is structured, my suspicion, it'll probably have a less than $5 million. Ooh, it froze again. I don't love that. Less than $5 million cap hit in 2023. They'll have a kind of a fake third year with a bigger base salary. They can either extend him, move on, do something there. Really a 2-year deal for $14-ish million, somewhere in that range. A little bit of extra signing bonus money, so maybe it's more like 14.5 from the actual payment perspective. But I'm on board with that move there for the Dallas Cowboys. I completely agree, my friend. All right, Super Chat menu time. Oh, I don't like how it's freezing. That's not an internet issue. That's a live stream problem there. $5, we'll do some beer cheers. $10, it's shots. So there you go, JT. Now, we didn't show you what the Super Chat menu was, JT. If you want to throw in another 10 and make it a wheel spin, we can do that. We can do that. But we'll let you specify if that's the route you want to end up going there. $50 for tortilla slaps. $100 Cowboys Beer Hat of Honor. And we'll do I'll do a beer bong with it, too. It's just easier today. But I'll pour the shot for now.
And then also the wheel spin. It's a little bit like gambling, guys, because right now we got tortilla slaps, we got shots, we got a bunch of basic stuff. But if you look, there's a jungle beer bong in there and a shot fund. So, hey, only $20. It can get wild here on Cowboys.
There's tortilla slaps in there. If you have ideas as to what we should add to that, I think that's a fun thing to throw in there, too. So if you have ideas on what you want us to add to the wheel, feel free to throw those in there right now. What should we add to the wheel spin? Any ideas, throw them in there. You can also keep voting on the pin poll side here. There are some $2 Super Chats we'll get to here. Oh, JT put in the 10. He just wants to spin the wheel.
Spin it.
There it is. Let's hit JT's 10 with the $2 kind of quickly, and then we'll get back to the Donovan Wilson news here. Spin it up, JT says. Choose one realistic outside free agent or trade. Can I sign a veteran wide receiver? Oh, sorry. We'll go to Ecuador Man's first. Offense needs help not paying third safety. I think he's your second safety. He outplayed Malik Hooker last year, and he's really good, and you start 3 safeties in your defense. So I'm fine with that. You can do both. Don't just do one or the other. Do both. I agree. Rashard Lease has now signed OBJ. That's a Jerry move. I think Odell Beckham's going to wait, given his apparent contractual demands at this point. Chris B. Hey, they're actually awake. Happy it got done. I agree. And JT, spin it up. Choose one realistic outside free agent here. Quick note for you guys, by the way, and maybe add this as a bio too, if you're able to get to it there, Patrick. Cowboys still trying to work with Leighton Vander Esch, but another unknown team has entered the picture. So we'll keep an eye on that. Potential other unknown team entering the picture for Leighton Vander Esch. I don't know why it's freezing. What's the CPU at on live stream?
24, 22.
It's not that high.
No, it just spiked to 43.
Okay.
I think it might be this. I think if we have to unplug it, not the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
But we will give it a spin right now.
Can we just like plug it out and then plug it back in? Is that going to mess anything up?
Yeah,
oh, okay. We'll just do that in between then. I think that's the way to go. All right, spin the wheel.
This is dangerous.
Then we'll unplug the wheel and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a jungle beer bong to get Tom going.
Let's see what it is. Wheels away. Thank you, JT. My realistic one. How about Miko Hardman or DJ Chark? Oh wait, no!
It's a Tom shot. Let's go. Let's go. Starting them off early.
I'll make this 2 shots since he already gave the 10. So 2 shots. There we go. Maybe a half shot. Spilt it. There you go. Cheers. What do you guys want us to add to the wheel here? Let me know in the comment section. I'll give some shout outs here too. If you have any ideas, things that can make us feel bad or drink a lot or whatever, you can sound off in the comment section. Yes, Alex K. Luke Gifford is going to the Cowboys, 2-year, $5 million deal. Bus says, how about adding the hot chip? No. I watched Mitch do the hot chip challenge, and he almost died. So I have no interest in having him do the hot chip challenge. 20 push-ups? Okay. We can add that. Double or triple shot. Not in love with that particular idea. Every 100 likes is a beer bong. No, I wouldn't. I'm not on board with that one there. That's going to be too much. Fireball boot. So puke is what we're doing there. Puking. That is oof. Joseph Rodriguez, a spoonful of mustard. Do we have mustard? I know we have ketchup. I know we have. We can do a spoonful. We can do a spoonful of mustard. That's a fun idea. We have to check. Double shotgun. Shotgun. It's okay. Moonshine. I don't think we have moonshine here. Drinking beer. Well, I think beer cheers is on there actually. Topless. Just topless is the suggestion. I think that's reserved. I think we need big supers for that. That's reserved. Raiders and Bears did it, but they got bonkers there. Let's do our like thing here, and then we'll get caught up on the supers. Since we did actually, sorry, no, we're good. Supers then like. I got confused. Thought we were live at 10, but we were live at 10:10. 2 shots in. I already don't know what's going on. All right, Rashard Lee sign Alan Lazard. Think he's going to be a Jet. He's going to go join up with Rodgers. Also, I think he's going to get like $13, $14 million.
You think he's going to get more than Myers?
I think he is because he's not a slot. He's an outside guy. He can play some big slot. But I don't want to pay him that. Yeah. I think he's a fine player. I actually liked him a decent amount coming out. I don't need another big, slow receiver.
Yeah.
I have enough of those on my roster already. Crispy Bacon. Party foul again, Tom. SMH. And we have no paper towels either. Pretty embarrassing. Joseph Rodriguez. Spoonful of mustard. Add it to the wheel.
I'll add it to the wheel.
Add it to the wheel. Andrew Vanderpool. As I sit, that's a shot for you. I'm making you do this one, Patrick.
Right, I got this one.
I ain't doing another shot there. As I sit in my office when my boss doesn't walk in seeing me super chat, y'all. Can't help but think this is an overpay. I loved Dono, but couldn't we draft a safety that does what he does? I honestly, in general, I don't love this safety class.
Yeah.
Brian Branch could do it, but he's going to be a first-round pick. You know, spend
Yeah.
your first-round pick on a safety. It's not their MO. As weird as this sounds, Donovan Wilson was your leading tackler.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
For the role he plays heavily in the box, I would say it's a fine thing. Oh, look at this.
We got mustard packets.
We got mustard packets. Let's go.
We'll add that to the wheel.
Add it to the wheel. Yeah. I think it's the market value. They paid the market value for a guy that's been really good for them. I have no issues. I'd have been mad if they had let him walk. So Jordan Ramirez, a shot every time a Cowboys legend is in the news. I'm going to try this strawberry lime truly.
Very good.
Because it's 10:30 in the morning. I haven't eaten food, so I'm trying to like, I'm not trying to have just beer and mustard in my stomach.
Beer, mustard, and
Cheers.
Jack Daniels.
Seriously.
Well, who's the Cowboys receiver that comes up every year about returning? Is it T.O.?
T.O. does it every year.
T.O.
I play. He can talk to the Cowboys. No, he didn't. He reached out to them. They're like, okay, T.O., we love you, blah, blah, blah. Cheers to you, Jordan. J Buzz, if we had Bijan and Pollard, what would the usage be? 60-40? My concern there is if you addressed all of your needs in free agency, I could get on board with that.
Who would be the 60?
Bijan.
You think Bijan? Yeah.
And then Pollard is just your explosive, big move there. My concern is you're not going to address your other needs, and then you've invested your two biggest assets, cap space-wise, with one signing, which is $10 million, and first-round pick in a back.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. Lawrence Schultz, is interested in Slay? No. I don't think you have any interest in Darius Slay because I don't think he's going to get dealt, frankly, in the end. Lawrence, super chat. I think he's going to stay in Philadelphia. I think he wants a big, fat new contract, and that's not going to be what they end up doing. Rashard Lee, spoonful of peanut butter. I love peanut butter.
That's just Tom's dinner.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
that's my. That's just be my dinner. I ate that for a snack last night when I got home. Emmett Lambert, did the Bills overpay McGovern?
Good question.
Probably. Firing off one quick tweet here. I think they did. But it's all, you don't find starting linemen in the open market. You don't. Those guys are rare. McGovern is that, even though he's a low-end starter. I think it was an overpay, but I'll take the comp pick. Thanks, Bills. Ecuador man, this is Jerry's big move. Changed my mind. Maybe your big move is I don't know, a trade for a Brandon Cooks or an Elijah Moore. Like I think that's doable for this team.
Yeah.
Like Elijah Moore, the Jets are going to pay Allen Lazard, apparently, and Randall Cobb, too. So, free Denzel Mims, free Elijah Moore into the waiting arms of the Dallas Cowboys.
Who says no?
Like, that's just kind of my mindset there. You don't want to update those numbers. We just had a big jump in audience. So,
oh, yeah, we did.
And make the need the total number. We'll do that here in a moment there. Look, Brandon Cooks, I think, is the biggest you'll do in, like, your big move.
Yeah.
I think that is the biggest you're going to see happen. I would like to be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have interest in trading for Elijah Moore right now. The Jets are going to pay Allen Lazard and Randall Cobb to make Aaron Rodgers happy, and they have Garrett Wilson. They don't need Elijah Moore. At that point, they can just move on and get somebody better. Make the need like the total number. So make it current 121. Need is going to be we're at 566. So
okay.
Yeah, so maybe like the half of the actual number there. So and then line break it down too. Let's go to perfect question. One word reaction to re-signing Donovan Wilson. Let me know in the comment section. Someone's asking, Zeke been cut? No, not yet.
Not yet, guys.
Decision. Should make it an even 300 for math purposes. Good, awesome, bankrupt, okay. Overpay, necessary, good, okay. OMG, stability, it's a good one. Nice, finally, fantastic, something, good, nice. Now just grading it, A, B, etc. there. I'm fine with that one. I don't mind that one. Mark, do we cut Malik Hooker now? I don't think so. Malik doesn't think he's getting cut. He was tweeting about him being happy. This Cowboys team likes the big nickel, which I've always liked big nickel, and it makes me happy to see this Cowboys team go from some of the least investment in terms of draft capital and money at the safety spot to actually investing in three pretty darn good safeties.
Yeah.
At a reasonable cost, I think, for all three. I honestly think J. Runker's super cheap.
I love J. Runker.
That's super low value. So I'm very happy on that front here. All right. We have a challenge again today. We want a 50% like rate. Now, we need at least 305, and then the numbers keep skyrocketing to the moon here. So we might need to adjust and flow here on that number, but we'll keep it at 305 to start. We are at 137 right now. Help us out. 50% like rate. All we are asking is that half of you watching right now like the video. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And it's free. It takes a scroll and a click. That is it. It's harder for me to text my wife back on air when she asks me at 6 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Hey, when are you coming home? When are you coming home?
The Cowboys fans decide when I come home.
I'm like, we'll see. Oh, for goodness, my mother-in-law was in town, so it was perfect. There was someone else there, because otherwise I'd have been in the doghouse. Because I don't take vacations during free agency. No. The Jones boys might, but I don't. I don't do that shit. Imagine me being like, oh, sorry, guys, it's week 1 of free agency. I'm going to go to the Bahamas/Cayman Islands.
No, that's just not going to happen.
Never fly.
We have
the
dedication.
Jones boys, it does. At least we know the cell service works in the end.
It does.
All right. We need 315 minimum. We'll keep that figure there. We'll have to revisit later because the audience keeps skyrocketing, which you love to see. 50% like rate. We're at 247 right now. We're going to go in depth on the Donovan Wilson signing here. Crispy bacon. I like that super chat. We'll hit the supers after the cut. We'll do likes, supers, cut. Okay. I think that's play there. But we're not going to until we get to at least 315
Think about it
likes.
As you enter somebody's house, you take your shoes off. It's nice. You enter the live stream, just hit the like button. It's free. Perfect. It helps us out here a ton.
Perfect analogy. It shows it to more people in the end. So 268.
Almost there, Tom.
Are we going to get there?
Almost there, Tom. One more like.
I'm going to moan so loud.
Just stop at 269.
No. 315. 274. We're fine. We're fine. Get those likes in. We're not starting the super chats or the cuts here until we get to 315. That's it. Over 50% of you are watching the show. You like what we're doing because you're here. You're here all the time. We know that much.
Oh, yeah.
And yet you aren't subscribed, or you have not liked. I got ahead of myself there. To the liked our Cowboys Report live stream. 300. We're 15 away.
Come on.
15 away.
13 away. 9 away.
I'll do a big chug of this.
Yeah, I'll crack mine open.
Yeah, a big chug of this. It's mid, by the way. It's just not that good.
We did it.
Oh, you did it? I'm not there. I'm at 312. There it is, 319. Cheers.
We did it. Jerry's making moves. We're making moves.
Thanks, guys. All right, let's get to the super chats. Then we're going to break down the Donovan Wilson signing in depth. Thoughts on Micah's frustration on Twitter for DC? I think you mean for the Dallas Cowboys. Micah knows ball.
He does know ball.
He knows ball. He knows, all right, the Niners had no cap space. They just signed Javon Hargrave. All these players are getting signed, and we ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, all these guys are getting dealt. Ramsey went for a third, and our equivalent of, like, Sean McEwen? That was it? Why didn't we do that? So there is concern. As I drop my pen again. Look, Micah will be scapegoated when he's due for his deal. You watch.
Yeah.
They're gonna body him. They're gonna play hardball. That's what they do. He ain't taking. Tell you what, he ain't going team friendly.
No.
Why would he?
No.
They ain't gonna spend the money. It's not great. J Buzz, who was the last comp pick that became a solid player? Let me go back here. Was Tony Pollard a comp pick?
Last comp pick to be a solid player for the
Cowboys. I think Tony Pollard was a comp pick. I'm looking at my numbers here. Was Deron Bland a comp pick? He might have been a comp pick. Like, the Cowboys do a pretty good job of draft picks overall. This is a good question. I'm just making sure, like, what actually is a comp, because they found day 3 guys pretty heavily. I just want to make sure I'm actually getting the comp pick process correct. Let me pull this up here. Make sure I'm not screwing things up here. Damone Clark was a comp pick. I think that one worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Was this Mukwamo a comp pick? This is the tricky part of, like, it's a random 6th-round pick. Was it a comp pick?
Was it a comp pick?
Was it not a comp pick?
You said Pollard wasn't? Or?
I have not gotten to Pollard yet. I'm looking at Izzy Mukwamo. Mukwamo, comp pick.
There you go.
Pollard, I don't... honestly thought it was Donovan Wilson a comp pick.
Jenkins Gaming saying, wasn't Dak a comp pick?
Yeah, I think actually, yes, Dak Prescott. That's right. Dak was a comp pick. One of the better comp picks ever, frankly.
Seriously.
I'm just making sure here. Pollard was not a comp pick. And Donovan Wilson was a comp pick.
Donovan Wilson.
So again, they've actually found some good players via the comp picks, and you can trade them up too. So the comp picks are fine. By the way, McGovern looking to be more like a 6 now with other moves going on. Crispy Bacon. Did more of the mac and cheese ice cream. Add that to the wheel if so.
Oh God.
We might. I don't think we do.
We could.
I'm like 90% sure it's gone. But we will look for you. We will look for you. Rashard Lee, did Jerry jump in the water after signing Dono?
Jerry's popping bottles on his yacht right now. This is a big move for him.
Look, I will say this. I think being on the yacht would be pretty fun.
Oh, my God.
That'd be freaking fun as hell. Pug Racer, what's going to happen with Noah Brown, T.Y., and Leighton Vander Esch? I bet they bring back Noah Brown on a cheap deal, and we all go, but we go, it's $1 million, 1.5, and that receiver 4 or 5, that's fine. T.Y. Hilton, I don't know if he wants to keep playing, honestly. I wouldn't mind an upgrade at that spot. Vander Esch, 50-50.
Ooh.
Jane Slater says a new team is in the mix. We'll see what ends up happening. The linebacker market is a little wonky so far. You saw David Long go for 5.5. That was really weird. And then you saw other linebackers get, 12, 13, etc. So I would be of the mindset, let's see what happens on that front there. Justice Backus send Dak and Elliott to Houston for a 1st and a 4th. So you can take Bryce Young, who you hope is as good as Dak. Now, I'm going to just ignore the monetary side doesn't make sense for a trade.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Elliott actually brings down that trade value.
No, definitely he does.
He is a negative asset. He is a negative asset.
So do you think Dak could get the number 1 overall pick?
The Panthers just moved it all. I think I think in a bubble, and I'm taking out the hype value of the number 1 overall pick.
Okay.
Like in a bubble, the answer is yes. What I mean by the hype value is that number 1 overall pick carries additional meaning to the team that has it.
Yeah.
In the sense that you're the number 1 overall pick. It could be anything.
It could be yeah.
At that point, that number 1 overall pick, actually, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. Is actually valuable.
Yeah.
That number 1 overall pick off. This is our guy. He's cheap. He's affordable. Who knows? He could be our franchise guy. He could be our next Cam Newton for Carolina. That does carry value, and I think there's a disconnect between what that potential is. What is the likelihood that quarterback is a top 10 quarterback?
Yeah.
50% generously? Generously?
And plus, there is no undisputed number 1 guy in this year's draft.
Exactly.
So, go 3 different
next year, if it's Caleb Williams, Drake May, hey, that's a different conversation. But I think that there's a disconnect there that it's why you don't see that number 1 overall pick get traded for a proven player.
Yeah.
There you go. Crispy Bacon. Tyler Biotish was a comp pick. He was a comp pick. That was a traded up for a comp pick. So I didn't want to count that, but you are correct. Biotish was a comp pick there. They've had some success from that standpoint. All right, grade the re-signing of Donovan Wilson, A, B, C, D, or F. $10. TM. We'll hit that real quick. And then we'll grade the re-signing. We'll do the super chat. And then we're going to break down the Donovan Wilson trade. Then it's up to you guys if you want us to stay live. All about the supers.
Keep us live, guys.
I kind of want to make the $10 the wheel and the $20 the shot.
We can do that.
Do you want to change that?
Yeah.
We'll still count TM's shot just for transparency standpoint here.
As long as live stream doesn't explode when I.
Yeah, I mean we'll see what happens, and if it breaks again, then we'll just unplug and plug it back in. It was fine. I don't even need to see this to see that, frankly. TM $10. What free agent move do you see as the priority? I see wide receiver, linebacker, D-line. I think it's linebacker with their internal guys in Leighton Vander Esch. Outside of that, I know they want a playmaker. That's not really been hidden. but they have 100% been focused on adding a playmaker, whether it's via a veteran in free agency or early on via the draft. The receiver market has begun to get some movement today. You saw Allen Lazard maybe going to go to the Jets. Jacoby Myers, $11 million per year as a slot. Slot guys don't get paid very much. DJ Chark, Mecole Hardman is out there. Paris Campbell, Adam Thielen. There will be some interest there, I think, at the wide receiver spot. So we'll see what happens there. I say go on Hopkins is the best overall player in the draft. The best wide receivers will be off the board before our pick. I think there's a likelihood the receivers are gone. It's kind of why I'm not writing off the possibility of being a tight end. Because like Dalton Kincaid kind of is a receiver. So it's just the mindset there. I would like your plan, but I don't know if this is going to be the path there. So cheers to you. Woo! All right. Tristan Brown. Dono and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson have the same agent. I would expect that you see a bigger deal for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Cowboys don't need another safety nickel corner. I think that's kind of might be the Israel Mukuamu role. Yeah. / maybe Mukuamu is kind of your super sub defensive back, first man off the bench, and you draft a corner and pair him with Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs. Elijah Williams. AFC East teams always do go for our players. Miami's done it before. The Bills have done it. We are past the Bills have done it several times. We're past the then Redskins sign inserts Cowboys player here. There was a while where, like, if there was a Cowboys free agent, the Commanders signed him because they just wanted to be the Dallas Cowboys. That's all they wanted deep down. They wanted to be them, and it just ended up not happening from that standpoint, which is, it's fine. Thanks for taking our Jason Hatchers of the world. So we're going to break down the Donovan Wilson signing in depth right now on the Cowboys Report. Welcome into the Cowboys Report. Dallas has done something. They beat the Baltimore Ravens to avoid being the last team to do anything in NFL free agency. They've re-signed stud safety Donovan Wilson. That is a big-time move for the Cowboys. It was a priority for them internally, and they get it done on day 2 of NFL free agency. It is a 3-year, $24 million deal. $13.5 million is fully guaranteed of this contract. The Cowboys wanted to keep Donovan Wilson, and they do. The market kind of got set. The safety market was a little bit active early on. Jesse Bates got massive money. Marcus Epps, the former Eagles safety, got about $7 million per year, maybe $6 million per year. That one helped set the absolute floor for Donovan Wilson. The way this deal is structured, my guess is you're looking at a 5-ish, maybe $4.5 million cap hit this year. Will jump to $8+ million next year. And then that non-guaranteed money minus, maybe $2-3 million in signing bonus is all going to be backloaded into year 3 that he may or may not get. The Cowboys will have flexibility there to extend him, release him, whatever. It'll be a 2-year full deal. A flexibility for year 3. Also worth mentioning, your other safeties, who I love, especially Jaron Kearse and Malik Hooker, are back. They're happy. They will be free agents next year. So by keeping Donovan Wilson in town for technically 3 years, but at least 2 minimum, this sets you up to have a player who is under contract for beyond what your other safeties are. And Wilson was awesome for you last year. 101 tackles, 7 TFLs, 5 sacks, 1 INT, 2 pass breakups. He's shown deep safety stuff within reason. He's not that true single high guy, but he can cover that role if needed. At his best, kind of coming downhill, hitting hard, making plays on the football. 7 TFLs, 5 sacks. He was the Dallas Cowboys leading tackler this past season. All of that is valuable, and I am very glad the cell service works on the yacht in the Bahamas, and the Cowboys got something done with Donovan Wilson. Just like last year, I was a little worried they might lose their big-time free agent safety. It was J-Ron Curse last year, Donovan Wilson this year. They get him paid, get the deal locked in. The cap always goes up. Deals go up there as well. So I want you guys to grade the re-signing of Donovan Wilson. A, B, C, D, or F. If an ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there. Let me know. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the re-signing of Donovan Wilson. My grade's a B+. I do have tough grades. And if you're getting B+ all throughout college, congrats. You're doing a great job there. And cumulatively, you'll probably get the bump up to an A when it's all said and done. It's not the most team-friendly deal. Maybe the Cowboys, if they had been a bit more proactive, they could have found something to get it done a little bit earlier there with Donovan Wilson. But I ain't mad. I'm happy. Donovan Wilson's a damn good football player. Injuries have been a red flag in the past. That is something I'll keep in mind for this year because he just throws his body around aggressively, and it tends to lead to the occasional injury. But he played really well for the Cowboys this year. And had they not re-signed Donovan Wilson, I know people like Marquise Bell. I do too. We're banking on a UDFA emerging as your number 3 safety, which that third safety plays starter snaps for you. You utilize the big nickel, big dime constantly. That third safety is a starter. That is significant for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, today's Cowboys Report is sponsored by Fume. Have mine right here. We all have bad habits, and we certainly know how hard it can be to kick those bad habits. Our sponsor, Fume, is on a mission to accelerate humanity's breakup from the bad habits that consume far too many of us. Fume is a natural diffusive device that uses plants and behavioral science to help you trade out your negative habit for a positive one. I didn't expect much from Fume when I got it, but the minty sensation is powerful, and it's a nice feeling, right? The Journey Pack that they offer comes with 3 unique flavors for you to enjoy. They've got white cranberry, they've got maple pepper, upside down, just spill it out, and they have crisp mint as well. I got to make sure to put those back in so I don't leave a mess everywhere. Fume is not a vape, by the way. It is a non-electronic device designed to transform your negative habits. The easiest way to stop a bad habit is to switch to a positive one. Kind of makes sense, right? And Fume is designed perfectly to do just that. Head to tryfume.com/chatsports and use code ChatSports. Save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com/chatsports and use code ChatSports. Save an additional 10% off on your order today. All right, back to Donovan Wilson, the first move of Cowboys free agency here. I'm glad he's back. I mentioned the whole safety usage, the 3-headed dragon, if you would. The other team is very happy. J-Ron, Curse, Malik Hooker, we're all talking about it. They like to put out the gif of like the 3-headed dragon on social media. Malik Hooker did that this morning. They're happy. These 3 are great safeties. That trio is one of the better trios in the NFL. And in the end, this was a Dan Quinn move. This move to retain Donovan Wilson was driven by Dan Quinn. He wanted him back. He wanted him with the Dallas Cowboys, sticking around and allowing him to utilize that big nickel, big dime package. And there are 3 safeties out there. It's worked very well for the Dallas Cowboys. You still have Israel Mukuamu. You still have Marquise Bell, who will probably make your rosters again this year. Mukuamu might end up playing some more nickel for you this year. I'm glad the Cowboys took care of that. Takes care of one of their biggest needs on defense. Now they can address other spots. Now, our next milestone here on the Cowboys Report is 153,000 subscribers. We are 302 away. Let's get there. Go subscribe if you haven't already to the Cowboys Report. Free videos every single day, multiple times per day, right here on the Cowboys Report. Let's hit some other news and rumors here. Update on the Leighton Vander Esch situation. Report from Jane Slater, and I'll just read verbatim here so I don't misquote anything. Cowboys still trying to hammer something out with linebacker Leighton Vander Esch, but as they do, another team has entered the picture. Mystery team! Who is it? Couldn't tell you. After the Bobby Okereke, is that how you pronounce it? Okereke deal, expect negotiations to start around $7 million per year. That's pretty close to what we were suggesting the numbers were going to come in at. Let me pull up my ideal offseason plan. I think I had the numbers there for Vander Esch, but that's not a huge surprise for me. The injury red flag in the past should remain a red flag, and I think that has to be considered as the Cowboys keep things in mind there. Pulling up my numbers. I signed Bobby Wagner. That's right. That's what I did on that one. I did sign. I did re-sign Donovan Wilson. Let me see if I can find it. It's fine. We're just going to do this here. But I wouldn't be surprised if Vander Esch gets more money elsewhere. He's coming off a very significant season where he looked like, I thought he had his best year since his rookie year. Like, I kind of thought that was a better year than what we've seen in the past from these Cowboys. I had Vander Esch 3 years, 23.5. So we're over 7. That's what I thought it was going to be. And I had Wilson cheaper. I bumped up on my second one. But I think you're in that 3 years, $23.5 million range is about right for Vander Esch. The Cowboys did lose a linebacker, by the way. Luke Gifford is a Titan. He has signed a 2-year deal worth up to $5 million. I believe the guaranteed money was somewhere in the range of a couple. So that's, in the end, Luke Gifford leaves, and in theory, Devin Harper takes over as that next up special teams backup linebacker. Hopefully Jabril Cox plays a bigger role, but I don't know if that's going to be the case there. So Gifford's gone. We'll see about Vander Esch, but Donovan Wilson is here to stay for the Dallas Cowboys. I am pleased. What is your one-word reaction to the re-signing of Donovan Wilson? Give me one word only in the comment section right now. One word is nice. It's a nice signing. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I'm not thrilled. It's not the greatest move ever made by the Dallas Cowboys, but it is a significant move from this Cowboys organization. To retain Donovan Wilson, their number one priority, is the first box checked. In what should be more boxes checked than what I think the Dallas Cowboys will actually end up doing. So, nice is my one word. Keep giving me yours in the comment section. One more update. Great job, Patrick. On Dante Fowler Jr. Josina Anderson says the Cowboys are working on a Dante Fowler deal. Possible hot take from your boy here. I'm not going to break the bank for Dante Fowler. I am perfectly inclined to say, you know what? If you want to go more than the 1 year, $3 million, all right, it's fine. I'm not gonna freak out if they don't pay him, because I think he's your fourth or fifth best edge. We should actually have the depth chart here, Patrick. If you want to go to real quick, it's in the saved column. You have DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Dorrance Armstrong under contract for now. Sam Williams, I think we all want to give him more reps. Chauncey Golston can play inside, outside. Where does Dante Fowler rank on that edge depth chart? Fourth at best, right? I don't need to pay a premium for that number 4 edge. What I would do, if he gets a nice offer, cool. Thank you for your service, Dante Fowler. We'll take the comp pick, and we'll go sign somebody who's not going to qualify for one, and we'll play that game every single year. The Cowboys, I'm going to say, hate their free agency strategy. From a comp pick perspective, they are one of the best in the NFL. I would play that game with Dante Fowler. As more news happens on the Dallas Cowboys, we will have you guys covered. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. YouTube.com/@CowboysTV. All right, one word reaction. If you want to give some shout outs here, I'm going to tweak our headline for our VOD cut.
Will
Producer
do.
Patrick. There we go.
We got some supers we got to get through in a second. But give us the one word reaction to Donovan Wilson coming back, because Tom and I were definitely a little worried that Jerry was just asleep on the yacht, but he's awake and he's making moves. And a lot of people are saying Jenkins Gaming, saying amen. Mardy, lovely. Daryl Henderson, good. Tony Perez saying hitman. Sam Endelos said we did something, all as one
they
word.
did something.
Oh yeah. The great Duke brothers are saying
My guy.
juxtaposition. Chris Schmidt saying glad. Ben Loving saying hopeful. George saying about time. A lot of finallys. A lot of goods. We saw dope in there from JVS Cruz. Meh coming from Ecuadorman.
I am pleased. So
Yeah.
All right, let's hit some of these super chats here. Let's show off the menu here as well. Do we make it the $10 wheel spin? Nah, boy.
Yeah, we did.
$5 beer cheers, or this truly that I think it's kind of mid.
You're not a fan of it?
I don't like sparkling water, so that's probably why.
See, I would rather go beer early in the morning. That's just the way
I need
would
something
go.
fruity a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
Just not.
It's just gonna fill up.
Yeah, it's just gonna be bad there. All right, $10 wheel spin. Jay and Quick, there it is. Do you think we cut Zeke today?
I hope so.
You have about 24 hours to make a goddamn decision. Like, having Zeke on your salary cap with his current cap hit and his current base salary when the new league year begins is straight up organizational negligence. You don't need him. You don't. There's absolutely no reason to keep him at his current cap hit. And frankly, it's a bad decision if you choose to go down that route. So I'm hoping at some point we'll see what happens. It is going to have to be a decision made on Zeke Elliott in the not too distant future. Now, before we spin the wheel here, Patrick, do we do the spoonful of mustard in there? Is that in there? Yeah, let's add some ideas in the comments.
Yeah, get the ideas in the comments. I'm going to make some upgrades
I think
now.
spoonful of mustard. Yes, JT, we went ahead and lowered it because it's more fun that way. So we can give JT a free spin. You want to do that?
We'll give JT a free spin.
JT gets a free spin. We did change the numbers here because it's more fun this way. It's going to be just like, I'll have two of them, I guess. I think it's maybe the most fair way to go about that there. Also, it definitely is the wheel that's causing all the
it's
lagging.
100%.
100% the wheel. So that's why it's being slow. That's okay. Cinnamon challenge from Shea Rose. I don't think do we have cinnamon here? I don't think we have cinnamon.
That's a good idea.
I don't think there's any spices here, frankly.
That's a dangerous idea.
Yeah.
All right, we get the free spin for man JT.
Just wants to let's add some things here. Mustard. We can do push-ups.
Push-ups, all push-ups in there.
Push-ups is a good one there. I don't think we have saltine crackers either.
Oh, that would be a good one too.
I thought I could do that, and then I'm like, I could do this. I like saltine crackers. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
You know what we should
disaster.
do? This not for a wheel spin, but super chat idea: gallon of milk challenge.
See, I could do that.
See, I think I could do it too.
I think I could do it too. It's over an hour, right? Or is it 10 minutes?
I think it's an hour.
Like, I could definitely do it.
You think you could?
I could totally do it. I like milk. I could totally do it. I have no doubts about that one.
20 push-ups in there. Got the mustard.
A backflip. Just Jude. I can't do a backflip.
Tom and I would be in the hospital.
That's just me doing a cartwheel.
Yeah.
We don't have any onions here either, JT. These nuts, he says. It's funny. Someone just said hitman. Paint fingernails. Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff here.
No.
My wife does. Become new Cowboys owner.
Like
How
that.
I wish that was doable.
That.
I wish. Hot wings. We don't have any wings here, though. You guys got to think of stuff we have in the office. It's easy to do. Patrick, feel free to get creative and add some things you haven't told me about either. That makes it more fun. Indian burns on both arms. What are we, 10? Just dance. Okay, that's fine. Garlic cloves in the nostrils. Again, we don't have just
fun.
cloves of garlic laying around the office.
Yeah.
Feels like you're just gonna start bleeding from the nose in the end.
Nasty Joey Beans. That would be fun if we had that little game.
I don't know if we have them anymore. Jeremy might have some. We've done those before.
That's fun.
For the draft, we did them last year. And Harrison kept getting screwed with the bad jelly bean flavors. I got the good ones.
The bad ones are awful.
He got the shitty ones. It was absolutely hilarious. Drink Everclear. Hold your breath challenge. That's okay. That's one that we can certainly add there. Regular slap without the tortillas.
We can do that.
Regular slap and tortilla slaps on there. Hand slap. Shot of barbecue sauce. I think we might have some actually.
Shot of barbecue sauce. I like that.
I think we have some there. Tony Perez, you don't have it. Take a whiff of smelling salts. We have the salts
we do.
here.
Smelling salts.
We have smelling salts here, so we can add that one. That's fine. I can totally do that one there. Arm wrestle. I'm not very good at that. Sweet chin music. Shot of Tabasco. I've done it before. I hate it. Now we did it at the office. Or the old office, and it was expired hot sauce.
Yeah.
And I almost puked.
I was going to say, I would almost puke.
It was so bad.
Oh.
It was just, and now I don't ever want to have hot sauce again.
I'll do that one. Chug your beer.
Yeah, chug a beer. There you go.
The wheel is loaded right now. And I'm going to give it a shuffle.
All right. If you want to move down get rid of some of the shot options too, probably the way to go there. Bite of onion. We don't have onions. There are no onions in the office.
That'd be a good idea.
It's a good idea. No onions. Compliment chugs.
Compliment chugs? I like that one.
I like that one.
Give Jeremy a compliment.
I like that one. That's funny. JT says shotgun a beer. Way more fun. I'll do it. You can put shotgun/beer bong on there. I like the beer bong, so it's just less messy.
I got one.
And I don't like cleaning up the office when I'm done and drunk at noon or whatever. So
Tom gives Zeke a compliment.
Okay, I can do that. And it won't be a sarcastic compliment either.
Yeah.
Fire chugs is on there too. That's funny. All right, I think we have enough wheel spins here.
Yeah.
We owe 2 wheel spins. We'll recap the super chat menu. We will stay live as long as supers come in.
Let's have fun.
But once the supers stop, we got to go.
Let's stay live until they sign Bobby Wagner today, guys. Or until they cut Zeke.
We got to go. All right, first wheel spin. Am I doing it or are you doing it?
Well,
you can choose.
It depends.
If it is a neutral one, who's doing it?
If it's a neutral one, I'll take the neutral one.
Okay,
I'll take the neutral one.
Spin the wheel, Patrick.
Only if it's a Jungle Beer Bong, that's Tom.
If it's Jungle Beer Bong, I will do it.
Oh, shot fun. That almost got.
Chug your beer. All right. Everyone spam chug. There you go. That was a sip. Chug that shit. Chug it.
That was a good one, Tom.
Chug it. Just finish it. That's what chug the beer is.
That's good.
There you go. All right.
That's good.
Spin it again.
All right, one more.
I'll do a little mini beer chug too.
Give me the Jungle Beer Bong for Tom.
Noah Brown is gone. He just signed with the Houston Texans.
Noah Brown's gone?
Noah Brown's gone.
Ooh, and I got a
Noah
shot.
Brown is a Houston Texan.
Wow, Texans are making moves.
Noah Brown to the Texans. And make that the...
He might be above Cowboys legend status.
No, he's definitely a Cowboys legend status. Everyone spam Cowboys legend.
Cowboys legend.
He's definitely a Cowboys legend. He's right up in the alley. Yeah, so Noah Brown heads to the Houston Texans. Make that a quick L3 probably.
Yeah. All right, you guys a shot.
The live crew should have that in the updated graphics there. No details yet on the Noah Brown contract. A 1-year deal for Noah Brown. No details at this point, but Noah Brown is a Houston Texan, excuse me.
You were shocked? Only a 1-year deal, or?
No. I'm gonna update our live headline here.
Let's see.
What?
Are the stream keys you sent to TV for this or for me?
The earlier one should be for NFL. The most recent ones from Cowboys.
The Facebook one?
The Facebook and the second Rumble were for Cowboys. First Rumble's for NFL. So no details yet on the deal, but Noah Brown, great job, Patrick, is a Houston Texan. I'm guessing 1 year, $2 million.
Really? You think it's going to be that low?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he's coming off, was it torn Achilles?
No, he just wasn't. They're using Anthony Brown.
Oh,
he just
Anthony
wasn't
Brown.
as good last year. He's fine.
Oh,
The Texans love signing random-ass vets.
Yeah.
I don't get it, honestly.
Maybe Brandon
They just
Cooks?
keep adding veteran players when they're rebuilding. That's not a great path to rebuilding.
They got a former Vikings running Mike Boone.
Mike Boone. Like, why are you signing Mike Boone? What is the benefit of adding Mike Boone? None.
Good
None.
third string running
Frankly,
back.
I was fine keeping Noah Brown, but I'm not. Maybe Fehoko can be your new receiver 4/5.
Yeah.
It's kind of all. I'm fine with that. It's not the end of the world. Decent year this year. Kind of killed you down the stretch with some drops. So, all right, more super chats. One of these, then we will do the super chat menu. Wonder if Curse is low-key side-eyeing Dono's deal. I think Curse was upset with what he got in the open market, but he's boys with Donovan Wilson. Both the Hooker, Curse, Wilson trio are very good friends.
Yeah.
I think next offseason, he's going to want more.
How much older is
Doesn't
Curse?
mean he'll get it. I think he's maybe 4 or 5 years older now. Like, I think it's okay. I don't think Curse is going to be mad. I think he just wants some more money next time around. And that's fine. That's how free agency works. I think he's smart enough to know the newest guy gets paid more.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right, super chat menu. $5, beer cheers. $10, we'll spin the wheel. $20 for shots. $50 for tortilla slaps. You specify who gets slapped. $100 for the Cowboys Beer Hat of Honor. And we'll make it a jungle bong for today's show as well. We are told by our bosses we are only allowed to stay live as long as these super chats are coming in, so keep them coming. We also have an NFL Draft YouTube channel here. We are 77 subscribers away from getting to 2.5K on that channel. Actually, now at 2424. So go subscribe to our NFL Draft YouTube channel. Go subscribe. It is free. We have a Cowboys mock draft already up there. We're going to post even more NFL draft videos there, especially once free agency begins to die down. Help us grow that channel. YouTube.com/chatNFL. Links in the comments section. I believe it's in the description as well. Yes, JT, you are on the beer hat. I got it over here. You can't really see it. It's too small, but you're right there. It's just too small. But yes, JT, you are on the beer hat of honor. Promise you.
We got some 10s coming.
There are some 10s.
Rumble stream key you'll have is for the NFL page. It's on the NFL Daily. That's why it's losing connections. It's got 2 different things.
Oh, well, then just scrap it. Just pull it out. Don't worry about the live then for Rumble. We got some 10s. We'll break those down here. Also, the news of the day: Noah Brown back to the Houston Texans, I should say. Got a couple more subs on that draft channel, but go subscribe. We'll check in on this throughout the show, but I want to get to at least 2,430 before we go anywhere.
We can do that.
At minimum. If you love the NFL draft, might be time to unplug that. Actually, it's fine for now. Go subscribe to our NFL Draft YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatNFL. Free NFL draft videos, no ads right now on that channel as well. youtube.com/chatNFL. I'm going to refresh our numbers. And we're still at 2427. We're waiting. We're waiting on that. Oh, now it's being really slow.
Who's got us? Just 3 more people.
Need at least 3 more. I'm not moving off until we get there. I'll sip some water.
We're not moving.
We're not moving.
We're not leaving. We got some wheel spins.
We're not going anywhere.
Coming.
We got wheel spins to get to, but you got to go subscribe to our NFL Draft YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatNFL. Free videos, ad-free right now, by the way, on the NFL Draft when you guys go and subscribe over there. Am I on the wrong internet? What is going on here? It's just not working very well here.
3 more people.
On me. Brutal.
3 more people.
Go subscribe. I'm going to pull up our live numbers here. Still no details yet, by the way, on the Noah Brown deal with the Houston Texans. We're there. All right.
There we go.
Thank you. We'll revisit that later
Appreciate
on
it,
in
guys.
today's show. A lot of supers to get caught up on, though, for today's show. From RB, Yannick Ngakoue. Let's think of wide receiver Hyatt. I like Hyatt more round 2 than round 1. Ngakoue, I think, would be a great fit in the Dante Fowler role. 3rd or 4th edge. Don't ask him to be a big-time run defender. But I think his consistent 9-8 sack production years mean he'll get more. His advanced numbers have begun to regress, and he's not a good run defender. And I think that's why the Cowboys or NFL teams haven't thrown big, long-term, guaranteed money his way. From Randy, $5. Cheers. You think the Cowboys could and would sign Wagner for $22 to $25 million per season? Could they? Yes. Would they? I doubt it. Let's say you're looking at 10 for Wagner, 12 for OBJ. Somebody's getting overpaid on that list.
Yeah.
It's probably Odell Beckham Jr. Now, if you throw, maybe 20 on the high end, maybe a different conversation there. I have interest in Wagner more than I have interest in OBJ. I think Jerry is just the one who's looking at Odell Beckham, to be honest. If OBJ signs, that is a not as frequent as you would expect pure Jerry Jones type of move. G-Sound, I explain the delay on cutting Zeke? I don't have anything at this point. They're trying to screw him into taking less money and play hardball and not release him. I don't know. I don't know if anything's gonna happen there. There's really no reason to wait. Make your decision in the near future. All right, from Crispy Bacon. No more Noah Brown wide receiver 1 targets. No more Noah Brown clutch time targets. Noah Brown was good at what he was supposed to be doing. When he was your core special teamer, when he was your wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5, that role was fine. He did a good job there. When you force him into being wide receiver 2 for a big portion of the year, it didn't go very well.
Yeah.
And I don't even blame Noah Brown for that. That's on the organizational. That's an organizational failure. It's, in the words of The Office, when you let the kid drive the car and the kid crashes it, you don't blame the kid. You blame the parents who gave the kid the keys and said, you got it. I trust you. And that's on the parent. That's on the team, not the player, because it's just not who he is.
Yeah.
So for the role that Noah Brown is or should be playing, he did a good job. Asked him to do too much, though, in the end. All right, I also have beer to that. Pug Racer. Noah Brown is a bounce-off interception king. There were too many of those this year from the Cowboys organization.
Yeah.
Cowboys players. That was a problem there. All right, JT.
It's one wheel spin. Keep count.
Best move of the offseason is Noah finally leaving with the Cowboys to cut Zeke and sign Foreman, actual power back with Pollard's speed. See, I don't even want to sign Foreman. I'll just draft somebody round 3, round 4. Now, if you want to sign Foreman, that's fine. I think your savings would make it at minimum even, and I think Foreman outplayed Zeke last year. So,
what about the Charbonnet guy as a power back next to Pollard?
Sure. No, I think Charbonnet might be, if you're lucky, he's there at the 3rd round.
3rd.
But, he's good. It is a great running back draft class, one of the best I've seen in a long time. I just kind of want to draft somebody.
Yeah, it's more fun.
It is more fun. Jay and Quick. The Cowboys take a tight end round 1. I think they draft a receiver in any round. Maybe. But I think if they go tight end or receiver, the other spot they don't take until day 3.
Yeah.
Now, that's fine. You can find a you've seen for years now, this team can find tight ends in the 3rd round and beyond. 2nd round, not so much. But receivers you can find too. It's not a loaded receiver class we were accustomed to. Still some very good 2s, but having, 3 or 4 receiver 1s, probably not going to be the outcome this year. All right, that's 2 wheel spins. Here's a 3rd. From Jason Rose. What safety trio do you put over the Cowboys? Let me pull up the NFL depth charts at safety. That's a good question.
It is a good question.
Top of my head here. The Bills, if they had kept Jordan Poyer, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, Arizona, no. Falcons, no.
Who is their next guy next to
Ravens,
Bates?
when they had Chuck Clark,
Yeah.
probably at least in that conversation. Bills, no, because they're going to lose Jordan Poyer. Carolina, if we count Jeremy Chin with Von Bell and Xavier Woods,
That's pretty
probably
solid.
just below, but in that conversation too. Bears, no, they don't have a third guy that I like. Bengals, when they had Jesse Bates and Von Bell and Daxton Hill, was really good. But they also weren't playing Daxton Hill, so they've also lost two of those guys, so no. Browns have lost too many pieces, so no.
Steelers? Do they have any guy next to Minka?
We'll get to them here. I'm just going in order. Denver, when they have everybody, but they're losing guys. So for now, no. Lions, no. Packers, no. Texans, no. Colts, no. They've got some good players, but not enough to be the top three there. Jags, no. Chiefs, no. They're not. If they kept Juan Thornhill, I think he's going to walk. Thornhill, Justin Reed, and Brian Cook's a really good trio.
Yeah.
If they're all there, yes. Rams, no. They're going to lose guys. Raiders, no. Dolphins, they're missing a third piece that's actually good. Vikings, no. Sorry. Patriots, if they had kept McCourty,
Yeah. I was gonna
yes.
say,
But
yeah,
he's gone, so now
he
it's
retired.
Kyle Duggar, who I love, and Adrian Phillips, and Jabril Pepper is a free agent. So no. Saints, no, although I do love the 1-2 punch they have of Matthew May, but they don't have a third guy.
Yeah.
Giants, no. Jets, no. Eagles, no, not after losing. Probably Chauncey Johnson, too, here. Steelers have Minka Fitzpatrick. Then it's Terrell Edmonds, who's a free agent, and Trey Norwood and DeMonte Kazee. So the answer is no on that one. Seattle's close, but no. I actually like Ryan Neal a decent amount, but Jamal Adams can stay healthy. Niners going to lose pieces. Bucks are going to lose pieces. Titans is a no. Commanders is a no. So you're looking top three.
Top
JP
three.
Trio. Top three.
Yeah.
Minimum there. Great question, Jason Rose. All right. 3-wheel spins.
3 of them.
Coming up.
I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. This is when the wheel.
You scared?
We haven't been screwed by the wheel yet, Tom. And I don't know if Tom knows the dangers of the wheel. The wheel's a dangerous game.
I ain't scared.
Can't
I
be
ain't scared. Let's see what the wheel is.
Let's go. Let's go. This is the best part. Anticipation. Group shots.
All right, group
Tom.
shot. That's
Take
good
a
value
shot at
there.
home if you're drinking with us.
That's some good value there.
That is good value. See, the wheel is good value.
Wow, why did I pour that all the way to the brim?
It's a double one for Tom.
Was that a good decision? No.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
That's a lot of shots for no lunch today.
Oh.
It's a lot of shots for no food. All right, number 2.
Here we go.
Spin coming up.
See, now, like right now, a jungle beer bong
Oh, that would hurt.
would kill Tom. Oh, we're going to get
No!
compliment chug.
No!
Let's go. Let's go. From the heart, Tom. From the heart.
Jeremy's a great live producer. He brings the best out of all the hosts here when it comes to on-air ability. And he does a great job of riling you guys up and getting you angry for no reason.
Yeah, I think Chugs is the funniest guy I've probably ever met. So
Chugs is super fun.
he's hilarious.
He's I think he's the funniest guy in the office. So, all right, one more wheel spin.
Let's go.
Aiden Garcia's. I'll take a shot at work with you guys. Cheers. We won't
Hell yeah,
snitch.
Aiden.
Don't worry. We ain't gonna snitch. Go get the smelling
Ooh,
salts.
smelling salts?
You have to
Okay.
go get them here. I'm sure Chase has them somewhere.
All right, I'll be right back.
Still no details, by the way, on the Noah Brown contract. In general, you might want to unplug that too. In general, when the details do not get released immediately, it means it's not a very player-friendly contract. It means it's a little bit less than what you would normally anticipate or want, and the agent then doesn't send it out. It's like, he's going to Texans. Money later. So, all right. One-word reaction to the signing of Donovan Wilson. Grab my pen here. Sound off in the comment section. I see goodbye. Yes. Oh, sorry. Goodbye, Noah Brown. My bad. Other news of the day is that Noah Brown is no longer a member of the Cowboys. He has signed a to-be-determined 1-year deal with the Houston Texans, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. You got the smelling salts? Let's go. Let's go. Man, there's a lot of salt in there. Why is it all sticky? Pretty weird. Or are we both going to do it, by the way? All right, you can get the screen set up back up for me there. All right. See, Hitman. Okay. A lot of Hitmans. I like that one. Okay. Yes. Shake it up here. Get it really going. Crusher. Finally. Finally. Nice. Nice was my one word, too. I was on board with that one. Nice. All right. Finally. All right. Here we go. Woo!
Going.
Smells like chlorine sometimes.
See, it's early. It's early. It's only 11 a.m. here in Dallas. We got to get going, guys.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets you going. They'll bring a tear to your eye.
I think you guys are always soft for doing them because you shouldn't need them. You guys don't even have a kid.
That is true.
There we
That is
go.
true.
All right, let's hit our super chat menu. Then we'll get to the $5 super chat here from Crispy Bacon. $5 is beer cheers. $10 will spin the wheel. $20 is a shot. $50 for tortilla slaps. $100 you go on the Cowboys beer hat of honor. We're well above the 50% like rate, by the way, which is nice.
Shout out to you guys.
Woo! All right. Crispy Bacon, $5. If we're drafting a running back, I want Roschon Johnson. Athletic power back and receiving back to complement Pollard. Also a great culture guy. 4th round-ish. It's a great spot.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's going to be a great spot to look at a running back. And I think that's exactly right. Like, would you rather have Bijan in the 1st, Jahmyr Gibbs in the 2nd, Charbonnet, or Tank Bigsby in the 3rd,
Yeah.
Gibbs in the 2nd, Charbonnet in the 2nd, Bigsby in the 3rd, Roschon in the 4th, Deuce Vaughn in the 5th. I think those are all realistic outcomes.
Yeah. Also, great running back name class.
Yes.
Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby?
I mean,
he's up their alley.
I mean, those are some great names.
Like I'm a cut Zeke. Say thank you for your service. Have a good career.
Get Tank in here.
Man, kind of hovering around the smelling salt still.
Speaking of.
And go take a running back.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Tario Cowboy, $5. 2 beer cheers here.
Shout out to Tar Heel.
Thoughts on Tank Bigsby, Auburn in the 3rd or 4th round. Great info, guys. You're a fan because of the name, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Let me pull up my notes here.
A running back with the name of Tank Bigsby, there's no possible way he's a bust. He will have at least 1 Pro Bowl in his career. I promise you that.
All right, let me get my notes up here. 5'11 and a half, 210 pounds. So great size there. Or 5'11 and 5/8, sorry. Didn't rush for 1,000 yards this year. I thought the Auburn offensive line was booty, which wasn't good. There have been some drops as a pass catcher. 8 career. There were 3 this year, but he also caught 30 passes. So ratio's not as bad as you'll see some backs out there. There's a lot I like in him. Above average athlete. The 4.56 40 was not ideal, but the 10-yard split was 1.54. So the burst is there. The long speed isn't great, but as a quicks guy, it is there.
So, you know how Zeke, great at blitz pickup as a running back, Tom. What's the replace? Do you think that's going to be Pollard in there on 3rd downs mostly now? As the blitz pickup guy, or do you think you're going to have to draft somebody?
I think you're going to try to draft somebody, frankly. I'm not really sure how likely it is they'll be adding somebody else beyond that. But I think you're going to look at maybe even at a fullback at that point there. You know, I think you're looking at I don't have a great comp for Tank Bigsby right now, but he paces himself well. He's got the dead leg. The burst is there. He can average 4 yards a carry for you, minimum in this offense.
Which is what Zeke
that's
is.
an upgrade.
Yeah, that's an upgrade.
That's an upgrade.
So
pass protection, I have no notes on him. So that means he's probably just average there.
Yeah.
So that's Tario Cowboy. Lance Dunbar's burner account. 5 more. Cheers.
This is a funny one, Lance.
Name some chat sports free agent contracts they'd likely get. Chug get the vet minimum. Seats get the 2-year, $10 million deal. What are we doing here?
See, I'd want to get more of maybe a 5-year.
Do you want to really fuck around here?
Let's fuck around, Tom.
Answer it differently. Ball knower rankings.
Ball knower rankings? Okay.
Slack Marshall right now. Ball knowers at the office. And we'll sort it that way for that. Chugs is not getting the vet minimum.
Chugs is getting the max. Chugs is breaking the bank. He's going to reset the market.
Might need to go NBA player style for max and mins and MLEs, mid-level exemptions there. I'm going to stay positive on that front. I get paid a pretty good amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
See, what if we're doing...
Mitch gets a high deal. Chase and Harrison, Jeremy, Jack and Sam, I think all get high deals. You get a high deal.
I'm still on my rookie contract.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's right. You are still on the rookie contract. So
we actually have a lot of rookies here in the office.
You're sitting there. We're gonna pick up the 5th-year option. James just outed me. I just got freaking outed. Hey, what the hell, James?
I was gonna say something. Ball knower knowledge.
I'm supposed to say cap. Now we can't do it.
We got shadow banned.
I thought we were having a private conversation here, and now we're getting outed. So.
We're cooked.
We're gonna move on then. All right, Ecuador man, AOG, Great Dane is an awesome name and was a bust. That is. Do you know who he's talking about? Because I know who he's talking about. He's talking about Dane Sanzenbacher.
Okay.
The Ohio State receiver, Great Dane.
That was his name.
That I cannot believe we are getting a Dane Sanzenbacher reference. That's who you're talking about, right, Ecuador man? Like that's who I remember as the Great Dane. What a throwback there. So the backstory here. Dane Sanzenbacher was undersized, slottish receiver from Ohio State. Had a pretty good career in college, at least. Relatively speaking, he was a leading receiver in 2010 when they were kind of not that great. Bears and Bengals had him in the NFL. He never actually did that much. He went to, I think it was one of the Toledo high schools where my aunt is from.
Oh yeah.
And he did go around calling himself
the Great Dane.
the Great Dane.
That's an elite name.
Which it is an elite name.
But I promise you, Tank Bigsby. And honestly, I like Zach Charbonnet. I love the last name. Those are two, and even what's the running back or Bama's name?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a great running back name.
I'm just gonna read off my tentative grades here for all the running backs I have. Israel Abanaconda, 3rd/4th round grade for me. Devon Achane, 2nd round grade-ish. Tank Bigsby's a 3rd round grade. Chase Brown is like a 4th round grade for me out of Illinois. Zach Charbonnet's that 2nd/3rd grade for me. Zach Evans, 4th, 5th. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be my cheater grade, 1st/2nd. Yeah. He might be the best player on the board when the Cowboys pick. Yeah. I'm not going to take him because I don't want to take a running back that early. But like
Jerry would take him.
He's fun. I got Jamal Charles, Alvin Kamara vibes there. Eric Gray's like a 3rd, 4th for me. Roshan Johnson's in the same range, maybe more straight 4th. Dwayne McBride's a 4th for me. Kenny McIntosh is kind of like a 5th. Kendre Miller's a 4th for me. I think that's not the right guy. I think I mislabeled a player's school.
Out of all those running backs, Zach Evans, he's going to be a bust just because of his name. He's got the most boring name out of the group.
He's a weird player. Bijan, of course, is a top 5 player for me. Tajay Spears is a 3rd for me. Sean Tucker's a 4th. Deuce Vaughn's a 4th, 5th. We're talking double-digit guys in the literally. 4th round or better.
That's a ton of good backs.
Draft one. Like I love this running back class.
That's why.
In a way, I haven't loved it before.
You got to move off Zeke. There's just no reason.
Come on.
See, do you think another team? James, the name theory will hold strong for Zach Charbonnet, I promise. A name like that, come on, it's going to work out.
Just say Corum is better. That's all you have to say. Just say Blake Corum is better. That's all you have to say.
Blake Corum's a good running back name, though.
And he's better. I'm helping you out here. Just say he's
he
better.
is better.
There you
Quorum's
go.
better.
Edwards is also better than both of them. So, all right, this is our super chat menu here. As long as the supers come in, we will stay live. Once they stop, we're going to sign off. So, $5 for beer cheers, $10 for a wheel spin, $20 for shots, $50 for tortilla slaps, $100 is the Cowboys beer hat of honor. We got JT on there from yesterday. I guess it's there now. Get those supers in. Long as they come in, we'll stay live. Once they stop, we'll sign off. And if more things happen, we'll go live.
We'll go live.
But I think there are going to be more stuff today, I think.
Cutting Zeke.
I don't know. It's the Cowboys. They got to cut Zeke in the next 24 hours. They freaking have to. Pug Racer. My boy Tom reserves the Watson money. Tag Patrick. I would prefer to not be in the same conversation as Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I don't really want that. I know what you're saying. Thank you. But I would prefer to avoid Deshaun Watson comparisons.
Yeah, I think that would be the best call.
Because Massage Boy,
yeah.
look, let's be honest here. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Come on.
But
that fully guaranteed deal,
stuff.
though, Tom? The fully guaranteed contract?
Fully guaranteed, sure.
Would you rather take, question, you're an NFL player, would you rather take the Mahomes 10-year 500 or the Watson?
Deshaun.
You would rather take the Deshaun? Yeah.
He's getting the same. They get more for 5 years.
Could you imagine Mahomes in 5 years? He's going to be like the 20th rated or 20th highest paid quarterback.
That Mahomes deal was ridiculously team friendly.
Ridiculous.
Now, from a practical standpoint, it's basically fully guaranteed with the way it was structured, but that was not a good deal for him.
No.
He could have gotten more. He really could have. Which, hey, credit to him for taking a bit.
He's winning Super Bowls now, so.
All right. Joseph Rodriguez, when is Jane coming back on the show? Jane's doing stuff right now with Cowboys.com, and we're very happy for her, so we're going to let her keep doing that. There you go. Ecuador man, Ron the Great Dane. Okay, that actually does make more sense.
Who is that?
Ron Dane, the Wisconsin
Ron Dane?
back.
Okay.
That's a little bit before your time.
And he was a bust?
He was a bust.
Jeez. But the name like the Great Dane, and he was a running back?
Ron Dane. I will read off his Wisconsin stats because it was absurd how good he was at Wisconsin. He was he won the Heisman Trophy. He went for 7,000 yards in 4 years at Wisconsin.
No way.
He went for his freshman year. I'm just going to read them off here. 325, 2,109 yards, 21 scores. 263, 1457, 15 scores.
Wow.
295, 1525, 15 scores. 337, 2034, 20 scores.
20 touchdowns.
He had
in his senior
71 touchdowns in
Holy cow.
in college.
And he was a bust in the NFL.
In the NFL, he was current Zeke.
No.
3.8 yards per carry, 28 scores. He was good in short yardage. He just didn't have the burst.
The name theory is getting to put the rest
But
on.
Ron Dane, I think, is still one of, if not the best running backs to ever play college football.
Yeah.
He was unstoppable.
I mean, shit, you're right.
They just
7K.
They just gave him the ball. He's getting 6 yards a chunk. It was absurd. It was absurd. Now, it was a bit before your time, but he was absurd. I'm glad you know at least Dane Sanzenbacher. That was me, I think, being a little bit local there. Eddie Joe, thoughts on Muhammad Ibrahim, 5'8", 203, Minnesota. Look, he is a little bit older.
He's fun to watch.
Than what I would like at the running back spot. I think, again, this is you're talking 5th round pick, somewhere in that range. Ibrahim is 25 as a rookie.
Really?
So you have to approach him as a one contract player.
Just his rookie deal.
You're giving him the rookie deal, and then he's out of the NFL. Because he's going to be 29 by the time he's done. And the fall off for running backs is real.
Yeah.
Once that wall hits, bye. Ibrahim, he had a good year this year, 1,000+ yards, 1665, by the way, 20 scores.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was also the whole Minnesota offense this year.
yes, because Tanner Morgan sucks.
Talking about
Tanner
old
Morgan
guys, yeah.
is a bum. He's a horrible football player.
Tanner Morgan or the Iowa quarterback, Petrus.
Tanner Morgan.
Tanner Morgan.
That bar's down here, man. That bar's off the screen.
Petrus might be the worst college
Petrus,
quarterback of all time.
I don't want to be too mean, but like I talk with Iowa fans. They agree that offense sucked. That's actually why I like Sam Laporta so much. Mm-hmm. I don't blame him for all the issues. It wasn't his
that
fault.
guy-
He was good. The
Yeah.
quarterback just couldn't throw a catchable ball. It was a disaster. He torched Ohio. He almost single-handedly beat Ohio State. I think. Ibrahim,
yeah.
Because he went for like 160 against OSU.
Was that week one?
Yes, it was like
year?
3 quarters in,
Yes.
then he blew out his Achilles.
Yes,
And it
I
was
remember
heartbreaking
that.
because he was playing so well. Broke my heart there. All right, Anthony, $2. OBJ 3 for 45. Love you, Tom. What's the guaranteed money? If the guaranteed's like 10, which I kind of doubt it.
What if it's 20? You're saying no?
If I'm signing Odell Beckham, and I think behind the scenes, I think Jerry does that right now. I think he gives Odell 3 for 45. And I think behind the scenes, the other members, the Stevens, the McClays, etc., are like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Cowboys were genuinely mad at Odell Beckham last season.
When he came in not ready.
He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Like, he came in like, I'm going to do my tour, and he couldn't play football right now. Like, he had been injured. Gallup had been playing for months.
Yeah.
And Odell Beckham's like, I don't need to play football right now. I can play in the playoffs. And they're like, no. Like, honestly, that was, objectively speaking, unbelievably arrogant from Odell Beckham. Mm-hmm. To not only say that privately, to go out and say, I don't need to play right now. I can go play in the playoffs. Which he couldn't, by the way.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready until Super Bowl week. And there were members of media who were saying, see, you were right when you said it. Playing come Super Bowl time didn't help anybody who was interested.
No.
They were all out of it. Because they needed help then.
Yep.
They needed help in December, not in February. I think that pissed off a lot of teams, by the way.
Just wasting their time. I mean, they're busy.
It was a waste of energy there. Jerry would do it. If I am signing Odell Beckham, I need an out. Because I don't know if he's going to be good to go.
True.
Or he's going to be the same guy. He might be a Gallup guy.
Do you think-
we saw Gallup need more time. Odell's taking 0 hits in a year.
That is true.
Look how bad Deshaun Watson was with no real football for a year and a half.
Do you think Odell takes this deal?
I think that is a good deal for Odell.
I think that's a great deal for Odell.
I know he wants 20. He ain't getting 20.
No.
Not a chance there. All right, Joseph Rodriguez. Tom should be the Cowboys' next kicker. Never kick, so sure.
I'd like to see Tom get out there.
I can't kick for shit. I'm gonna.
It's a mental game.
I might be able to make an extra point, maybe, of the old extra points.
The 27?
I'm not a kicker. I can't kick. I barely played soccer growing up. I was the kid when they said you can't have a goalie. I was a kid who was like, yeah, but if I play goalie, they can't score, and therefore we win. So I just played goalie, and the refs would get mad at me. I'm like,
goalie's fun in soccer.
But I'm like, this is like pee-wee soccer.
AYSO,
when they're like,
yeah.
no goalies allowed. But I'm like, if I just hang back and play defense.
Oh, you were the self-proclaimed goalie.
I was just like breaking the rules playing goalie because I was smart enough to realize, well, if I sit back here and I just kick the ball away, they don't score and we win.
Tom was having all these
And
games
they would get
finished
so mad.
2-0.
Yes, they would get so mad. I'm like, my parents like, but he's right. What are we supposed to do? Like
he's trying to win the game.
He's playing the real game. Like it's not our fault. I played soccer for 1 year. Elmatic, did Devin Harper make Luke Gifford expendable? I think so in the end. I think if you're plugging in that, number 4, number 5 linebacker, athletic, special teams upside, I think Devin Harper plays that role. Like, if in the event you re-sign Leighton Vander Esch, which, we'll see if that ends up being the case or not. Might be a new live if that happens. Yeah, Vander Esch, you're not going to bring back Anthony Barr. Damone Clark, Jabril Cox, Devin Harper. those can be your 5 linebackers.
Yeah.
You can ride with those 5 and hope Harper, Cox, and/or Clark take a step forward in year 2/year 3.
How was Barr overall last year with Dan Quinn?
I think about the way you would expect.
Just all right.
He was fine when he had to really be in space. He just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
did he bring him off the edge a lot at all?
Every now and then. They blitz him occasionally. But, like, as the second linebacker / 2B, 2A with Damone Clark getting bigger roles, he was fine.
Yeah.
But, like, when there were times that he was just, like, in space one-on-one, couldn't do it. He just didn't have the agility anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't have it anymore. All right, we will stay live if the Supers keep coming in. Then we're going to sign off, and if more news happens, cool. We'll bring it back, and we'll stay live here.
Oh, yeah.
$5, beer cheers. $10, wheel spin. $20 for shots. $50 for tortilla slaps. And $100, Cowboys beer hat of honor and a jungle bong for you guys today. We are almost out of Supers, so better get something going there. Now, if you want the Cowboys to do more things, type in me in the comment section. Jenkins Gaming did mention Devontae Bond. I left him and Malik Jefferson off my list because I don't think they make the roster. Mm-hmm. But they are on the roster. I think they're more kind of practice squad guys there in the end. So type in those me's. And we'll give some shout-outs here from Gangsta Big Chungus, Richard Wilson, Dollars Off Top, Ecuador Man, Kathy Mondragon, Paul McDavid. Hold on, what did Elijah Moore just tweet?
Was Rodgers going to the Jets?
Cryptic that means nothing. Don't know what it means. He's like, thankful for the things I didn't get. Life be flowing. It's just me how many times I thought I really wanted something or really wanted to do X, Y, Z. It didn't go through how I foresaw it. No better teacher than time and experience, I swear.
How about Garrett Wilson yesterday putting Dov in
Dov's
the dirt?
on blast because Dov's a fraud.
He almost might be such a fraud that it's starting to become like his bit.
He just gets stuff wrong, too.
Is he a real person, yes or no?
I don't think he's real.
You think it's just like some kid running it?
I think it's a bot.
It could be a bot.
It's a bot. It's ChatGPT and it gets stuff wrong.
It's ChatGPT.
I see me's from Anthony, Eli Aaron, Anthony Navas, Moxie's Mix, Eli Aaron, JR, Anthony, Jace is over under 5 days till we do something outside of free agent. I assume this means like outside free agent signing.
What did we say, 7 days yesterday? So we got till next Monday?
7, somewhere in that range. We'll see. I mean,
they have to.
Look, if they lose Leighton Vander Esch, there you go. By the way, Kirk Cousins' cap conversion being done on his deal.
Really?
So I assume this is just a restructure, a short-term restructure. Like,
He's got a 1-year deal. Does that mean he's going to get extended?
He has a void year, right? They might be tacking on some void years there.
It could be.
That'd be my guess. All right, get the beast coming. Last call for Supers. If we get more, we will stay live. If not, we'll sign off. By the way, still no details on the Noah Brown deal. Just a 1-year deal. All we have at this point for Noah Brown. Let's hit the Supers then. El Maddox, Joseph Rodriguez, whichever order. I don't think we hit Joseph's yet. I think that one is next up here. Wide receiver to help CD. If your plan is, hey, we're going to ride with Lamb and Tolbert and Gallup again, I just don't think it's going to be a good deal. Like I think you're asking for failure again. And once again, come December, etc., you're asking to go find somebody else in the open market. So I would be worried if that ends up being the case. If they got to find somebody, even if we're talking like you sign Mecole Hardman for a 1-year deal, like that's fine.
Just so CD doesn't just get bracketed.
But you got to have another piece because I don't trust Gallup right now. They think he's going to be back. I hope that is the case. I really do. I have my doubts.
I mean, Gallup also now has a full offseason. He can work on his game instead of recover.
Rehab.
Yeah,
And,
rehab.
Look, I think the issue with Gallup was he lost confidence.
Yeah.
He didn't trust that knee.
Which that can happen. I mean,
He didn't trust it.
and now he can finally get back to himself this offseason. I mean, work on his game. He doesn't need to focus on rehabbing.
Let's see. Jay Elam. Cowboys won't do shit till after the draft except for sign their own. I bet they sign an outside free agent this year.
Yeah.
It might be a random veteran receiver, but
Adam Thielen.
I don't want Thielen.
Yeah.
I need speed at wide receiver.
And plus Gallup's in the slot, right?
He plays outside,
Or outside?
but Lamb plays enough slot to make it worthwhile. So I would like speed. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be good enough. All right, Anthony Gonzalez, Takeo Spikes, great GOAT football name. He was awesome. I was always sad he could never win a playoff game.
What position was he?
He was a linebacker.
Oh, Spikes, linebacker.
Bengals and
Yeah.
Chargers. I think he might have played for the Bills at one point. Let me double check that.
That's a great football name.
But yeah, he was stuck with like the Bengals when they were just an awful football team. First round pick. He did play for the Bills. Oh, I forgot Eagles and Niners mixed in there. He was awesome. I don't think he ever got a playoff win though. Let me double check that here. I think he was always just short. Like his team either was like one and done or didn't win a playoff game or didn't make the playoffs. Let me double check here. Game logs.
So that name fits his position.
Bengals, Bills, then the Eagles, Niners, and Chargers to wrap up his NFL career.
He didn't win a playoff game?
I don't think he did. I mean, I always remember him not winning playoff games. Let me check here. He never played in a playoff game. His team was always like just on the outside, even though he himself was awesome. All right, last call again for Super Chats. If they come in, cool. If they do not, we are going to sign off. Now that I remember this, I do recall a Super Chat coming in after we wrapped up yesterday. So I'm going to go find it and just read it off here. It was $5, so we'll do a beer cheers for it. If this would load for me, it'd be pretty chill. Refresh. Not loading. Paul McDonald, yes, Alan Lazard's available, but
Doesn't really move the needle.
They're not going to sign him. And I don't want to pay him big money.
Oh, I don't trust. No, if you can't do it with Rodgers, I mean.
I don't want to give him $10 to $15 million a year.
No.
I think that's going to be a reckless overpay when it's all said and done. All right, it loaded finally for me.
Slayton's a good one, Paul McDavid.
I would have interest in Slayton.
He's fast.
I would have a lot of interest in Darius Slayton. I promise you on that front.
I bet you Slayton's the guy this year that gets the Christian Kirk deal where everybody's kind of raising their eyebrow at it.
Jeff C. had commented as the show ended, after it ended actually. Hey Tom, love your channel. Subscribe. I'm all in now. Who do the Cowboys bring on to be serious contenders for the Super Bowl? Drink up. They're not that far away.
No, they're not.
They were honestly, I think if you had Amari Cooper, you beat the 49ers.
Yeah, probably.
That receiver who actually gets open was what you needed because you didn't have anyone beyond Lamb in that game. I think you're missing a piece or two of, like, you kind of already are a serious contender. To help your chances, you're a little bit away. That's it. More Super Chats. Eli Aaron, just $2. Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.
Jay Elam, what are the Cowboys doing except sitting on their ass? They signed Donovan Wilson. They're working on Leighton Vander Esch.
Jerry's making moves, guys.
And I don't. They're gonna look for a playmaker in free agency at wide receiver.
He's plotting something. I got faith.
Maybe if the Texans eat some of the Brandon Cooks money, they'll trade for him. That's where you're at. Trenton Huffman, Weston Steelhammer was a great name.
If he plays linebacker or safety, That might be one of the best names.
He was a defensive back, by the way.
Defensive back, still.
He played for
great.
he played for Air Force.
And he played
I
for the
literally just Googled him. Elite name, by the way.
Yeah.
That's an all-time. That's like a Madden generated. He's going first overall because of the name only.
That's your my player name.
He works at J.P. Morgan now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's at the Air Force. Luke Heaton, Jalen. I think it's Monroe Cropper. Have you pronounced whatever it's properly spelled at? Cooper in the fourth to fifth is speed. I'm on board day 3. I think you can find that kind of Darius Slayton mold guy on day 3, just like what Darius Slayton was there. All right, another call, maybe final call. If the Supers come in, we will stay live. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes. Yes, G Sound. We saw your super chat on Zeke. We actually discussed. You might have missed it. I don't know why he hasn't been cut yet.
Well, wait.
You've got 27 hours.
Jeez,
Shit or get off
close.
the pot. Make up your mind. There's really no reason to not do something here at this point. From Randy, LVE, Zeke, and a third for DeAndre Hopkins. The problem here is Van Der Esch is a free agent, so you can't trade him. Zeke is a negative net asset, so no one wants him, not even the Texans. A third for Hopkins probably isn't quite enough.
No.
I think your 2 might be in the ballpark, though.
Your 2 should get D-Hop.
Your 2 should do it. Maybe it's a little bit more than just your 2, but 2 and throw in Fehoko?
I'd do that in a heartbeat if I were the Cowboys. 2 for D-Hop.
I would highly doubt that they want Kelvin Joseph, but I'll give him away for free. So there you go. G Sound says thanks. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate that here. Final call. 1 minute on the clock for Super Chats. If they keep coming in, we'll stay live. But the $2 ones, the bosses tell me, since other people are trying to film, aren't going to be big impact there. What is this? Okay. There's another one from Eli Aaron. So we'll stop the timer, reset it here. Which linebacker would you sign, Wagner or Van Der Esch? I would sign Bobby Wagner.
What if it's Wagner at 12, Van Der Esch at 7?
Give me Van Der Esch at 7.
Wagner at 10.
Give me Wagner at 10.
Okay, so that's where...
So I'm thinking $2 to $3 million difference there.
Okay.
I know Wagner's older, but Van Der Esch has missed more time.
Yeah, seriously.
So I am fine with either, but if you lose Van Der Esch, yes, I have a lot of interest in going out and adding Bobby Wagner.
Bring back Sean Lee.
I really do. Sean Lee should be a coach there. All right, $1. Super Chat's here. Someone asked about Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is not getting traded, folks. It's not happening. The Bills lose an additional like $15 million in salary cap space.
And they'll just lose the locker room.
And they lose their best receiver. Like, we complain about the Cowboys not having enough supporting cast. Bills fans doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis didn't show up enough this year.
He was an extreme disappointment.
Big disappointment. So, like,
especially for my fantasy
Bills
team.
and Cowboys, 2 high-paid quarterbacks trying to get another playmaker. Same boat there. So, he ain't coming to Dallas. Neither is Devontae Adams. He ain't coming to Dallas. Like, Brandon Cooks, maybe?
Yeah, he could.
Maybe. I'd call Denver, see what they're giving up, what they're asking for Sutton and Judy. I doubt they get moved, but I'd call.
Yeah.
That's what good teams would do. Good organizations would ask for that. So, Ecuador, man, I think we can end on this one. I think that. Oh, two more. Maybe not yet. Ecuador, man. What about Earl Thomas? Cheers.
Cheers. That's all you got to say.
Talk about tanking your own career. What a disaster that was.
Awful, man.
It was funny because Dallas was close on him. They
Yeah.
were very close. And then Seattle said, F you. You're going to cost more than anyone else does.
Yeah.
So it didn't go down. And then he got hurt. So it didn't go down. Randy Stitz. That's how you pronounce it. Should take Fletcher Cox. Yeah, I would.
Love Fletcher Cox.
1 year, handful of $1 million. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
I'm in. I think there's your impact defensive tackle that you don't really have.
Yeah.
Like, I like Osa, but he's never been Fletcher Cox good. So, yeah, I would take Fletcher Cox right now. Someone tells me he goes back to Philadelphia. All right, if you want to shout out on the show, last call for supers. Continuing, I guess, is maybe the key word there, since we've been on last call for like an hour now. If the supers come in, boss said that we can stay live. If they stop coming in, we have to sign off here. So there's 30 seconds left on the clock.
Also, you guys best believe when Zeke gets cut in about 2 or 3
going
hours, we're throwing a party.
We're going back live.
We're popping
Not a doubt
champagne.
about it. Do we have the champagne here?
We need to go get some.
Or are those all gone? Those might be all gone. 20 seconds left here. It's fine if you guys sign off, or if we sign off. The news of the day: Noah Brown is a Texan. No money yet on that. Donovan Wilson is a Cowboy. He has re-signed 3 years, $20+ million. Let's answer Randy's question, and we'll sign off here. Bradbury.
Yes.
I would love it. He's going to be too expensive.
Yeah.
And I think for the Cowboys' perspective, I think they're going to look at a draft pick. Like, I bet they go playmaker, two playmakers, 2 of receiver, tight end, and running back in their first 3 picks, and the other one is a corner. Now, if something weird happens where, a lineman falls to you, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But beyond that, not so much. Jay and Quick, cheers.
Cheers, Jay.
Have we tried to re-sign Jonathan Hankins? So far, pretty quiet there. But Hankins is more of like a phase 5 or phase 6 player. Mm-hmm. Although, I would have said the same thing about Noah Brown, and yet here he is getting paid today. I think that's a lower priority because he's just not going to get a big deal. He's going to get like maybe $2 or $3 million.
That's it. Yeah.
So he'll be cheaper if he ends up re-signing in the near future. Eli Aaron, $5. Cheers again.
Shout out to Eli.
This is the first time I've done this. Thanks for supporting the Cowboys. You guys are the best. Thank you, Eli. We appreciate your support here on the Cowboys Report. Everyone else who's super chatted, you guys are the absolute best. It's time to sign off. We're going to sign off here. If there is more Cowboys news, we will either do a video on demand for you guys, make sure those noties are turned on.
Oh, yeah.
Or we'll come back live, depending on what the news is. So don't miss out. Make sure you're subscribed here to the Cowboys Report.